Welcome to Sleeper Football's Hot Takes.
Let's find out what these fans think about some of football's biggest debates.
England will win the World Cup this year. Agree or disagree?
Right. Errol, let's start with you because you laughed. There was a big chuckle there. Is it Scouse, not English?
It is Scouse, not English, and I'm not even sorry.
Thought as much. Let's have some more reason. Why won't they? Why won't they? It's obviously being hosted in America.
I'm going to be honest, just the balance of the midfield is quite frankly terrible, and you don't even have a proper English manager to take care of your team.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Tommy Tuchel.
I knew you were going to ask me. Yeah, I think we needed to go someone a little bit different, Gareth Southgate, because we've had as English gets in Gareth Southgate. We've had the heart and the passion and all the other buzzwords. So we needed something that was very, very different.
Go on, give us a reason. He said the midfield balance was
Thomas Tuchel's a knockout tournament specialist. He won the Champions League with Kai Havertz up front, and I think if we're going to win it, why can't it be now? We've got close under Southgate when we weren't particularly inspiring, and I don't see why Tuchel can't get the job done now, especially with the generation of players we've got coming through.
Fair enough. All good.
Only Eddie Howe is a better English manager than Harry Redknapp in the past 30 years.
There's a lot of thinking about this. So in the agree, I was expecting these two clubs to be here. We'll start at Eddie Howe's first team, Bournemouth.
Well, what other manager has taken a team from bottom of League 2 to the Premier League for 5 years, then a team from the bottom of the Premier League to the Champions League within 18 months? It's one of the best English managers of all time.
It is hard to argue with, really. Go on, Newcastle. Bit of a different job to Bournemouth.
Yeah, unbelievable. We were relegation fodder until he took over. And not only that, he put us in Champions League form in our apparent relegation season, took us to Champions League twice in 3 years, won us a trophy after 70 years.
Let's start with you, James. Who's better than Eddie Howe?
English.
Give me a list. List some off.
I'll give you all the managers.
They've got to be English.
Got to be English. You put me on the spot. I need to think now.
Well, you disagreed.
Well, I disagreed because I can't stand Eddie Howe, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
I find him the most infuriating manager after Arteta, but yeah, I hate him. I don't really have any other reason. I just don't like him.
Just don't like the guy.
It's pure bitterness. That's my reason.
Fair enough.
I actually do think Harry Redknapp's probably slightly better. He's won the same amount of trophies as Eddie Howe as well. I go with Harry, but Eddie Howe is not far behind. There isn't many though, is there? That's the problem.
Yeah, there isn't. There is a short list. Back to the middle, guys. Thank you very much.
Erling Haaland will break Alan Shearer's Premier League goal-scoring record.
Thinking. He is on a 9-year contract, let's not forget that. And he's already on over 100 Premier League goals, so why won't he?
Just because I think he's so good that he'll get a move to a bigger club.
A bigger club? Fair enough. So you're saying he's going to leave the league, that's why he won't?
I think he'll leave.
Perfect. Yeah. Fair enough. Why will he? And this is a United fan, so you won't want it to happen, but you think it will?
Yeah, I think he's too good. He is. He's the best striker, arguably, in the world. You could argue Kylian Mbappe's got a touch of a bit more ability, but Haaland's just Haaland, isn't he? Yeah. Can't be better.
Fair enough. Right, we'll go quickly back to the Liverpool fan. Do you reckon he'll break Mo Salah's? Because he's, I think, 185, I think, so he's only got about 75 to go on him.
Potentially if he was to stay for the next 2 seasons, but I agree with the lads here so far. Once Pep leaves City, what real incentive has he got to stay?
Well, we spoke, Troy, haven't we, about Pep potentially leaving City at some point. Do you think Haaland will follow suit and leave with Pep?
Absolutely not. I just can't put up with this nonsense from these two guys. Like, he's the most prolific scorer in the Premier League's history, and he just makes everything look so easy. And you know what? Everyone's obsessed with Mbappe. He makes everything look flashy, but he's just running off of a World Cup 8 years ago that really no one cares about, and Erling Haaland's about to stack up more trophies, so I'm just being honest.
He is ruthlessly efficient. Back to the middle, guys.
The Super Bowl is bigger than the World Cup.
Everyone disagrees. I mean, let's start with you, Max.
Yeah. It isn't. Come on, yeah. Right? And also, if you look at the stats, to get an advert in for the FA Cup final, I think it's the same price as the Super Bowl. So, they're both similar statistically, but the FA Cup, like the magic of it. Look at Palace this weekend.
That's true. Although
nothing beats them.
The World Cup final this time, it's getting a half-time show, so maybe it's taking the leaf out the Super Bowl's butt.
Over America, the way they do sports is remarkable, and we can also take loads of pages from their book. But it's the World Cup.
everyone knows about it and everyone wants to win it. If you live outside America, you probably watch the Super Bowl, but you're not overly bothered about it. Whereas everyone wants to watch the World Cup. Even if you don't like sports, you watch the World Cup. So yeah, 1,000,000% bigger thing.
That's the thing. A raise of hands. Would anyone actually watch the Super Bowl if it's on? You would. Three. So you would watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I watch it every year. It's getting bigger, but it's not as big as the World Cup.
Yeah, fair enough. It's hard to disagree with any of you.
Scotland will be my second favourite team to root for in the World Cup.
A lot of disagrees. Alice, we'll start with you. If you had to pick a second team that's not England, who would it be?
Oh, God. Well, it definitely would not be Scotland. I mean, I'm not throwing any shade. Like, it's absolutely fine if you want to support Scotland. But, yeah, you know what? I'll go England till I die.
Fair enough.
I'll stick with it.
Any Scottish heritage at all in here? No, nothing. So, would anyone have a second nation? Errol?
England would be my second team.
England.
I am crying out. Oh, I'm not. That's not good. I'm not trying. Jamaica, bro. If Jamaica get to the World Cup for the first time since 1998, best believe I am waving the Reggae Boys flag 100%.
And finally, Scotland, the second team. Why?
I'm a big believer in support the home nations unless it's against England.
Yeah.
I don't mind seeing them do well.
So Team GB, like the Olympics?
Not quite that.
Okay, perfect. Back to the middle, guys. Thank you.
Gareth Southgate is an England football legend.
Right, I like this one because I don't even know where I'd stand. So we'll start with yourself. You're saying no, he's not.
Why would he be? He's not done. Everyone talks about the fact that we went on this huge progression path under him, but it's not like he did like an Eddie Howe Bournemouth job. He was given a generational crop of footballers, and in reality, he didn't do anything more than what would have been expected from that crop. You look at it right now, we've got arguably the greatest midfield in the world, one of the best, probably two of the best fullbacks in the world, probably the best attack in the world. He did what was expected. Everyone, the only thing you can give him credit for me, is getting that togetherness back together and maybe getting people believing in England again. But in terms of actual football and what we did on the pitch, he did nothing more than what should be expected of that squad for me.
Mm-hmm. To be a legend, do you have to win something, do you think?
I think for England you definitely do. Yeah. Because if we get to a point where, as a country, we're putting people on pedestals and celebrating not winning, then we're accepting mediocrity. England is a country who should be winning trophies. We've got the players, as Jacob said, we've got the playing squad to do it. So to accept anything below trophies as success is ridiculous.
Jordan, I'll start with yourself. Why is he an English football legend?
I'm not bothered, to be honest. He's like
that was very Slaven Bilic at the World Cup. To be honest, I don't care. A lot of this feels like sentimentality. The football at times was turgid, Jack. Come on.
It wasn't. I think you two are haters. It's such an England mentality to be like, oh, because we didn't win anything, like we're not good. Like I don't think that's true. Because Sven, you've said there, you had a crop of players that are unbelievable. So did Sven-Goran Eriksson. He was toilet water. I've got so many good memories from the summers being at uni when we were flying in the World Cup and the Euros. And I know we didn't get there in the end, and that's obviously now why we've got in Tommy Tuchel. But I still think he's a legend for what he's done and what he's made me feel. And what are you wiggling your finger at?
You had the blazer, didn't you? No, you had the blazer, you had the whole rig out, didn't you?
Right, back to the middle, guys. Thank you.
Harry Kane is the greatest English striker ever.
Decisions. There we go. Right, we're going to do a quick fire. If he isn't, then who is? Let's go.
Oh, God.
No.
I
was trying to help you out.
You're going to say Alan Shearer?
Absolutely. The guy was an absolute goal machine, considering he had a cruciate ligament injury. He broke his ankle. He literally missed 3 years worth of football and still scored the amount of goals that he did. The guy is unbelievable.
Why are we going Harry Kane?
He's England's top goal scorer, I think, and he's probably technically the best striker England's ever had, in my opinion. So
here's the argument, though. For England, on an international level, you play more games nowadays against the likes of North Macedonia, Minnows, who he's hitting 5 past.
disagree with that. This is going out after the World Cup, right? And we're going to win the World Cup, and Harry Kane's going to
lift the trophy as captain.
Absolutely. So therefore, he's going to be the greatest English striker of all time.
So this is the oracle. This is the oracle work. But he already is, in your opinion.
I mean, I'm going to be biased, right? He's amazing, isn't he? But I think, as you rightly said, all-time England goal-scoring record. Look, for me, he's the best. I think close, you might say Wayne Rooney. I think actually he's probably the one I go for as a player. Shearer was a good player, but he gave up in England far too soon as well.
One goal, yeah, but Wayne Rooney, one goal in a major tournament since 2004. And that was,
we've got the agreeers now fighting.
I'm not arguing with you.
No,
we
but
are with Harry Kane here.
But then you'd go on to, then I'd split that side, because then you talk about Shearer, you talk about Lineker, and so on. Then you can't really.
It doesn't matter, does it? It's Harry Kane.
Shake hands.
It's still with Harry Kane. It's still with Harry Kane. You're right.
Back to the middle, guys. Thank you very much.
Kylian Mbappe is the best player in the world right now.
Okay, which one of you then said he's not even the best player at Madrid?
And if you could ask me who's better, that's just kind of off the head. But no, I don't think he is the best player in the world. I mean, he played really well for PSG. I think everyone here's club's best player would probably play really well for PSG, and PSG arguably a lot better without him.
He hasn't won a Ballon d'Or, but if we want to look at it in maybe more of a personal point of view rather than the point scoring, I'd say when we're looking at efficient players, we're looking at Erling Haaland, probably the most efficient player in world football. And in a sense, everyone always, when they put Kylian Mbappe in this situation, it's about how many goals he scored, how he is so integral to Real Madrid's attack. No one is more integral to attacking football than Erling Haaland.
I think Mbappe's got more goals and assists than Haaland at this point in the season.
Yeah, I honestly don't think there's any real competition. 2 World Cup finals I've watched with Mbappe, and he was a teenager in one of them, and both times when he's on it, he's absolutely terrifying.
Mbappe can do everything. He can play off the left, through the middle, off the right. He can hold the ball up. He can run in behind. He scores with his left and his right, scores with his head, set pieces as well. He's got everything in his game. And the fact that he's been doing it since the age of, 18, 2 World Cup finals, got a World Cup in his bag already.
In the World Cup.
Ridiculous amount of trophies that he's won, yes, at PSG, but he'll win them at Real Madrid. And it took him some time to adjust to Real Madrid style, and now you're seeing the best of him. He's only going to get better.
Fair enough. Back to the middle, guys. Thank you.
Ruben Amorim should have been given more time.
Right. Now I feel like a lot of the people have gone to the bar because they wanted him to stay because he was so bad.
Yes. We were enjoying the downfall of Man United. We were enjoying the awful football that they were playing.
We're above you.
Yeah. You're playing one game a week and you're only above us by like a point.
Rest my case. We're still above you.
We're playing. We're in 4 competitions, right? You're playing one game a week.
You're winning even anyway.
Knocked out by Grimsby. How can you argue with that?
Give over the Grimsby stuff. Yeah, but every team.
It was absolutely dreadful.
Palace got beat off Macclesfield yesterday. Remember that? No one talks about that. It's just because it's Man United.
It was only 24 hours ago.
It's the greatest shock in FA Cup history. Everybody's talking about that. Just like they were talking about you getting knocked out by Grimsby.
We've been knocked out by MK Dons in the past. It happens.
Well, should have Van Gaal got more time?
Van Gaal, no.
Right, okay, so why should have Amorim got more time?
I'm quite split on it, really. I think the decision to sack him ultimately didn't come down to results on the pitch. It didn't come to any of that. It came down to him losing his temper in an interview on a Friday before the Leeds.
Should have it come down to results, though? Because he has the worst win percentage of any Man United manager in history.
Absolutely agree. It's pathetic. And being a Man United fan, paying Man United fan week in, week out is demoralising. But there was clear improvement. You know, if you look at the data this season, defensively it's been a nightmare, but attacking-wise, we're putting out great numbers, and there's been games where we should have won.
Now, Jack, Daniel Farke was the man who landed the decisive blow to Ruben Amorim. Just tell me how bad Manchester United under Ruben Amorim were.
I had a little giggle then because you said he's got the worst win percentage. That is hilarious. I said it last time. He's terrible. He has been terrible, and we all knew he was. I do have to agree. I was a little bit shocked that it came after that interview. I don't think he said anything too out of turn. It's just a Daniel Farke effect, man. Unfortunately, Leeds United do that to managers. Salah came out when Leeds played Liverpool. We had Enzo Maresca go not long after Chelsea. Wayne Rooney left Birmingham when we played Birmingham. It's just the Daniel Farke effect. And unfortunately, Ruben Amorim has found that out as well.
I actually think it would have been more funny to see him stay. But
I knew it was coming.
One thing for sure with United is it's just not the manager. Like, no matter who they get in, they're still going to struggle. It's just the whole setup of
An
the club.
infrastructural problem.
Yeah, and that's probably been the same with Forest this season.
Back to the middle. Thank you.
If Mikel Arteta doesn't win a trophy this season, he should be sacked.
Oh. So you want him gone if he doesn't win anything this season?
Quite the phraseology I would use. I think this is the year. It has to be the year. He's had enough time. He's had enough money. I'm fully on board with anyone who wants to see him win or who wants to see him win at all costs. If he doesn't win, he has to go.
So it's a Tottenham fan who thinks he's got to go if he don't win anything.
Well, I mean, the amount of money that Arsenal have invested in Mikel Arteta is extraordinary. Like, I think it's only Pep Guardiola who's probably had more money to actually spend, right?
Or so maybe Amorim, maybe recently.
I don't know. I mean, you're signing players like Declan Rice, which are good players, and they're the players that Arsenal need to actually win a title. Now, at the moment, where the league is at the moment, it's only Man City that are anywhere near Arsenal. So if Arsenal don't win the league from here, what's gone on?
Now, as a Chelsea fan, you're used to chopping and changing. Are you just yearning to see some stability somewhere?
I think he's a very good manager. He's taken Arsenal, progressed them a lot throughout the years, and you can clearly see the progression. So I think it'd be more mutual instead of a sacking.
Fair enough. Back to the middle, guys. Thank you.
Chelsea are ruining football.
Okay, I'm not sure they're good enough to ruin football right now, but Errol, like you said, a timestamp needs to be put on this, surely.
Yeah, because like if you're looking like circa 2002, then no, because there was nobodies. But anything after that, Roman ruined the footballing model, because after Roman, you've got the likes of Chelsea, you've got City, now you've got Newcastle. Big money came in, PSG project, big money came and changed football completely. And Chelsea were, excuse the pun, they were the blueprint. So outside of that, but nowadays I don't think what they're doing at the minute is ruining football. They're just a bit mid, aren't they?
Chelsea are hoarders FC. They just buy players to stop other teams buying players, and they'll just use all of their money and their resources by selling hotels and women's teams to just gather up players. So other teams like ours around here can't buy them.
Obviously, you disagree. Why?
Is football not a business at the end of the day? And the owners not find these... It is.
But are you happy with the way that business is going about?
I'm not saying I'm happy as a Chelsea fan, and I'm not saying I don't want the owners out. I do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, owners find loopholes to make more money.
Is that not ruining football as a whole, though?
No, I don't think it is, because other teams are copying. And so if everyone copies,
only the rich teams can do that, though. So that is ruining football. Used to be a fairer competition with the big clubs changing and chopping. You had Newcastle, you had Leeds.
I think all clubs are trying to find loopholes. Like Nottingham Forest have been trying to find loopholes at the start of the season. On a different level, on a different scale. It's just set the precedence of actually we're going to find all the gaps.
Also think of all the young players' careers that are ruined.
They've ruined football. They've ruined it. They've ruined it a lot for me over the years. Right?
Everyone on that side, if your clubs did what Chelsea did, you'd be right over. You'd be right over here.
Back to the middle, thank you.
The national sport of America should be soccer.
Right. I feel like you've got a bit of Todd Bowley in you, maybe. You want it.
I wish. No, I was out in America coaching, and the passion that they have for the sport doesn't get shown in the media enough, I don't think. And I think eventually it will overtake the likes of the baseballs, the basketballs. I don't know.
It's an inevitability.
Yeah, I think so.
But Troy, you live there. Surely, it can't take precedence over the NBA, the NFL, etc.
Well, it should, because there's too many commercial breaks in those sports, and it's really not entertaining.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, and the other thing is, soccer is slowly growing as time's going on. When I was growing up, if you didn't play soccer or know kids playing soccer, you didn't watch it, and it wasn't even covered on SportsCenter or ESPN. So until Aguero won Man City, the Premier League, no one even saw it on the news where I live. So it's totally different now. Kids actually know who these players are. So hopefully it will be soon.
It can't be someone's national sport if you call it the wrong name.
Yeah, very good point.
The whole world calls it football. You can't have the national sport be the same sport and name something else because you're Yanks.
Wait, you guys didn't even beat us in the World Cup last time we played you. I think we're allowed to still call it soccer.
2018, was it not? No, Qatar, did we not draw with America?
Was it? Was that the last time? I'm thinking of Rob Green. I was going to say we had Rob Green in goal.
Yeah, you did draw us, and it was like watching paint dry because you guys parked the bus and were so scared to play against us.
Right, okay. Settle down. Back to the middle. Thank you.
The Premier League would be better if 4 teams go down every season.
Why would it not make a difference?
4 teams, that's a lot. I mean, if we want to grow the sport, we're just kicking people out and no one's getting broadcast time. I don't really get it.
Sell it to Errol.
Well, we've seen it at the lower leagues, for example. So if you take like the North and South divisions of the conference leagues and how detrimental that's been to have, you know, only 2 teams, if you like, going in and going into the sphere. And I think the same thing could happen with the Premier League. It's going to create like a novelty effect as well, and it's going to create more competition, I think. Having an extra team going up and down, I think will kind of reintroduce something, a little bit novelty, which is the Premier League getting a little bit stale at times with that, in terms of that, because we've seen that for so long now. I don't know.
It's getting a bit stale. He's been convinced. He's been convinced.
I'm being honest with you. For me, I just want to see some new teams in the Premier League. I want to see that likes of Blackburn come back. I know you're not going to like that. I want to see like Borough come back up from our derby perspective. Coventry.
You've got to make a decision, Errol.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go.
Back to the middle, guys. There we go.
Thomas Frank made a huge mistake leaving Brentford for Spurs.
Okay. Oh, we've had a change. Okay, I know where to start on this one.
Oh yeah, we made a massive mistake.
Okay, this is Tottenham centric, not.
but I mean, ultimately, like, I think it's proven that it's probably not been a good move for both sides of it. To be fair, I could go on forever and ever. I won't go on forever and ever, but he might be the worst manager I have seen since Christian Gross. And most people here probably don't even remember who Christian Gross is.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with the win percentage, but you're a Brentford fan yourself. Yeah. He's gone.
So, well, first of all, I think Spurs should be happy to have him because they finished 17th last year, so they are doing better this year, and so that's big news for them. I'm happy. I'm happy for them, and I don't know why they're not happy. Thomas Frank was with us for 5 years. He was very consistent. We finished around mid-table every year, but I don't think we were going any further. He picked the wrong club, but the next club after that, I think he'll be very successful.
I just don't think. I think the job's just too big for him. I think he still manages at a model where it's Brentford Football Club.
I think a lot of big clubs just want instant success, and you know you're doing well this year, and I'm happy for you guys. So.
Patience is a virtue. Okay, back to the middle, guys. Thank you.
Neither Celtic or Rangers would stay up in the Premier League.
Shaking your head.
Standard of football in Scotland is awful. Like, look at, I know they've just had to sack Wilfred Nancy, but it's just diabolical. Rangers are no better. They haven't won anything for years. If you think they're not even championship standard teams, honestly, they're not good enough. They're going straight down.
Surely, though, as bad as both sides can be at times, they're better than Wolves this season.
Not this season, not this year, because we're 4 unbeaten, in case anyone's counting.
Hot streak.
Well, we a little bit, yeah. But they haven't got to be a fantastic team. They've just not got to be the worst.
Well, I think that you have to take into account the home fans. Realistically, they have 60,000-seater stadiums who are going to be behind them every week. They'll get a few results there, no matter what. If they get a
You do it in Europe.
Exactly.
We've got 75,000 and we get beat all the time. I've seen one win at Old Trafford since
2010?
No, since I come back from being in Thailand, for Christ's sake. It's been months. One game.
Yeah, but 50% are tourists. Celtic and Rangers, you have 60,000 passionate fans who will be there every single week. After a season, it might be tough first season. After that, they'll be absolutely fine and they'll keep improving.
Fair enough. Back to the middle, guys. Thank you.
Ronaldo versus Messi is the most boring debate in football.
Is it just because Messi is so blatantly better than Ronaldo?
Yeah, it's not a debate. Ronaldo's best accomplishments being compared to Lionel Messi. The gap between them is so big that I don't think there's any point in arguing. Whenever you argue with someone, you end up in a roundabout circle about how Ronaldo's this famous athlete or how he can jump a metre higher than Messi. It never actually goes around the footballing ability between them, so it's just pointless. It goes on every summer or every tournament, gets brought back up, and Messi outperforms them every time.
Now, James, you're 28 on the flip side, and you just did a Sue. So,
No, do you know what? Honestly, I truly believe this, right? We've been fortunate enough to witness two of the greatest footballers of all time. So if we sit there and debate about the two best footballers of all time, that's my opinion, so be it.
You didn't care about whether Southgate was a legend or not. Do you care about this debate at all?
I couldn't care less, to be honest with you. It's been done to death, and it's like, can we please talk about something else? It's like, to be honest, I've never really had a strong opinion either way. They're both great players. I'm not one of them who's like, oh guys, let's just sit back and enjoy the magic of both.
You're not doing the Rio Ferdinand. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I don't even care that much. Seriously, just get it.
Just end it.